The Frugal Wizard's Handbook for Surviving Medieval England. This is the second of the Secret Project novels by Brandon Sanderson in the 2023 Year of Sanderson. And this video is my spoiler-free and honest review of this book. First of all, this book is super weird, but it's exactly what you would expect an author like Brandon Sanderson to write just for fun during a pandemic. This is the Secret Project novel that is non-Cosmere. The interconnected universe of worlds by Sanderson called the Cosmere. Not all books are part of it. The Frugal Wizard's Handbook is non-Cosmere. It's a fun, easy story. It's not too long, and it feels like he had so much fun writing it. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It knows exactly what it is. The plot and the character development are pretty simple, which is fine because it's just kind of a fun self-discovery adventure story. But let's get into what makes it weird, and that is the setting. The setting is simultaneously medieval England, but also a future Earth where you can buy your own alternate dimension. So future Earth has discovered that there are an endless number of alternate dimensions. In this story, the branch of alternate dimensions that we have are the ones where you can go visit a medieval England. You can travel back to medieval times, impress the locals with your knowledge, and be your own dimension's wizard. There's also a handbook for helping wizards, especially the ones who would like to be a little more frugal, on how to purchase a dimension, what to do once you get there, some advice, some what to do's, what not to do's. And that handbook, which is also a big marketing tool, is woven throughout the story. And the story starts with the main character who does not know who he is. He has no memory of who he was before, where he is, why he's there. You're kind of following him through the story as he discovers all those things. He slowly is recovering memories and learning about himself and why he is where he is. And as he slowly regains his memory, he starts to fill in the holes of, this is who I am. And it kind of raises the question that how much of who you are is based on your previous memories. What you remember about yourself determines what you do in the future. And if you don't remember who you are you going to automatically assume the worst? Or will you automatically assume the best? Or will you automatically assume the coolest thing about yourself? What you'll be getting in this book is some time travel. You have a character who has to incorporate themselves into an unfamiliar culture, which supposedly has accurate details. Sanderson did have a medieval historian helping him on those little details. You have some of that futuristic technology, so it feels a little bit like a sci-fi, maybe a little bit like Timeline by Michael Crichton. You have your Sanderson twist. It's not a super big twist. You don't have a overwhelming Sanderlanche at the end. This book is probably appropriate for younger audiences, like young teen. There is some light swearing and some light violence. They do fight. It's not too overdone. Should be fine for your middle schooler, or if you're in middle school. This one is illustrated by Steve Argyle. Instead of the beautiful epic art pieces from Tress of the Emerald Sea, this one has a very, cute kind of comic style of art. There's what's called marginalia. So at the end of a section, there will be what look like little doodles by the artist, and they're very well done, very expressive, and super duper cute. But overall, I thought this book was light and fun, and if you are a Sanderson fan, you will probably enjoy it. I have seen some people say don't waste your time on it. I think that's just because it's so different from some of his other works. It still feels like a Sanderson novel, but it's in a very different world. And I appreciated that it felt like he was having fun in his writing. And if you read this book and decide that you really enjoyed it, come back for my character study that I'll be putting out in a couple weeks